Chicky?
Here we go again, jerk
Are you
off.
fucking ready?
Don't worry, was born ready, jerk off.
Born ready? We're about to be live on the air.
I'm ready, baby. Bring it on. Ow, you fuck. Stop with the fucking ear. I ain't fooling around now.
Hey, listen. I'm here with Chicky the Guinea. 413.
I'm here with jerk off Damien torturing the shit out of me. You ready to go live?
I'm fucking ready. I was born ready.
Let's kill it.
Hey, listen. Go fuck your mother.
It hurts.
Guys, welcome to the live Chicky and Damien. Wait, whoa. I fucked it up.
Oh,
what is it?
That's really in your head.
No, tell me what it is.
DamienandChicky.com, baby.
Are you still awake?
Let's do this shit. We're ready to go live. Let's do it.
For what?
Enough with the bullshit. Let's go live. I'm waiting.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Go fuck yourself.
Gazelles. Pure Evil Ed's gonna rock the Gazelles.
Here we are. Yo.
Hey.
Hey, Ed. Thank you so much for coming out. So, guys, this is my great honor and pleasure to have Evil Ed here. Evil Ed came out here today to help us with this new venture. He's one of the guys that believes in this project. So I'm blown away.
Well, first off, I just want to say it's kind of crazy how we came into contact because me and you actually met a couple of years ago at right before your last fight, and it was I don't know if you were, because I know a lot of people that you train with, obviously over at Link.
Yeah.
And man, it's so crazy how we got in connect. You did an interview with me, and then I saw what you guys are doing, and I showed my family. I'm Italian. I'm the second generation here in America, so it was like, all right, these guys got something special here that my family can relate to. And once I showed my family what you guys got going on Instagram, it was a wrap. And then when you asked me to come out here, man, I'm totally honored. I had no issue driving an hour away to come out here and help you guys get this all set up, and I'm really looking forward to what you guys got going on here. And I think, honestly, the hardest part about doing all of this isn't the broadcasting part, setting this up, it's having a personality, and you guys got that 10 out of 10.
Well,
Thank you, Ed. Thank you so much.
We're very grateful, you know, and the thing is this, man, we live in America, right, where if you have a dream and you believe in a dream, you can eventually reach your goals as long as you set small goals. And this isn't going to happen overnight. But, like, honestly, I see big things in the future for me and Chicky. And with that being said, since this guy, Evil Ed, has helped us, and, you know, he's helping us put together our YouTube channel and stuff like that, one hand washes the other, and we're going to be more than happy to return the favor.
Can I ask you guys something?
Sure.
I'm sure you guys both have gone through this before in the past. Like, the hardest part about what I do right now is the naysayers. People saying, "Oh, you can't do that," or my friends that you know. I'm trying to keep, like, you know, my friendships in balance. But sometimes you, like, outgrow people, or they're not on the same page as you, or understand what you're doing. And I think that's been the hardest part about it. And you know, you as a fighter, Damien, can really relate to you know, the struggle and the drive to wake up every day, feel alive, have goals, and be able to do that. That's why it's so exciting you guys are starting this out. I think.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've had lots of struggles in my life, Ed. You know, like lots of struggles in my life, and you know, I've been in some really dark places in my life. And what I will say is that no matter how dark of a place that you're in, you can always crawl up from the depths of hell, because I've been there. Chicky's been there. You know, and I'm sure that you've been there. Everybody in life has been through stuff. You know, I'm a guy that, you know, I don't ever judge people based on the things that they've been through, because everybody handles things differently. With that being said, I'm truly blessed to be able to do this, because I actually love doing this. I want to, you know, there's a lot of things I want to do in my life with this podcast. I want to help.
What are you guys trying to do? Like, what is your main goal? Like, what do you see this becoming?
Well, I'll let Chicky speak a little bit.
Cool.
What
does this podcast have to offer that makes you guys different from everyone else?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. We grew up. He grew up. We grew up in an era where basically we just want to bring ourselves to the forefront. So in other words, we're not acting. We're not trying to be something we're not. All we're doing is bringing to the forefront who we already are. Anybody who knows me and anybody who gets to know me knows I've been a ball buster from day one. My mother always laughed and said, "You've been a ball buster since the day you came out of me, out of my womb." So that's what she said. And if you guys watch the videos, you see my mom.
And you've been a nutcase for how long? Your whole life, too?
Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, what I'm saying to you is we're just being ourselves. And you know what? In the struggle in this business, and like I said, I'm going to be honest with you, we can't thank Ed enough from Pure Evil MMA. We cannot thank him enough. He came down here. I mean, he really came a good ways, and he brought us to a whole nother level, and you guys will see that coming up very soon. And people just don't do that.
Wait, hold on. Listen, asshole, all right?
Stop with the asshole,
listen,
okay?
I'm gonna...
Yeah, let loose. Well, just for
my
listeners.
No, listen. For your listeners, what we want to do is we want to make people laugh, man. What is better than laughing, man? Like, we want laughter. We want a funny take on life. When
life's too serious. We're gonna have serious.
Don't get me wrong. We're gonna have shows and episodes where we need to be serious. We need to have.
There's going to be news things we got to be serious,
exactly, like the Frank Kelly hit.
That's something you laugh about.
That's not something we
talked
laugh about.
Yeah, or the Michael Jackson Neverland. I gave my thing about that. And
I saw you guys did that yesterday.
Yeah, we did that yesterday.
That was serious stuff.
And it's serious stuff because there are people out there that are being abused, and we want to be
sympathetic.
Yeah, but like the thing about MMA or doing a podcast is having that escape. Like your listeners or the people that are tuning in want to escape from it. When you open up Instagram, you want to have like a relief, and I think you guys do a great job bringing that to the table.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You too, man. You too, and like you're great at what you do, man. Like, look, covering MMA is and bringing light to such a great sport that I grew up loving. When we did our interview, I wanted to touch on the fact that MMA is going in a different direction, and that's why I did the interview with you. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I love the sport and it changed my life. Look, let's be real and frank here. I'm a street guy. I've been a street guy my whole life. Anyone can tell you anywhere that I lived, Boston, New York, Massachusetts, here in Springfield, anywhere you go and you ask about me, I've always kept it real with all the people that I love and my friends. So at the end of the day, it's like if you're not going to keep it real in life, then why even be like you're just walking around aimlessly at that point. So
and I'm new to the MMA world. I love watching the fights. I've always been it. But what it is
no.
Wait. I saw you training for an MMA fight. What's going on?
We're still working. Wait a minute. Right now, we're still working.
Are you training or you're not training?
I am training, but we're still working. We're still working out the money end of it with pay-per-view. But certain people don't want me to talk about that. I want a certain amount of money.
You've never been in the ring.
I'm not going in the ring.
Hey, if he goes on pay-per-view, me and Evil Ed want a piece of that action.
You got it. You got it.
Evil Ed's here.
Evil Ed. You might be interviewing me.
We'll have your phone. You take a dive.
Are you taking a dive?
Yeah. I'm not taking a dive. But there will be a lot of money bet on me, and I might get knocked out. You never know.
So wait. I want to switch gears here really quick. I think one of the things that I find really funny about what you guys do is the heritage that we have, like our family heritage, being close with everybody. You and your mother, Damien. Damien's your nephew, correct? Is he your nephew?
Yeah.
So honestly, when you went to your mother's, there's videos. Where can people find you on Instagram for?
You can go on small letters Chicky the Guinea 413, all small letters straight across. And you can also go on John, small letters, John A. Gotti, Gotti. Go on his website and you'll see the video of me and my mother. And I'm reading the book, Shadow of My Father.
Yes.
John Gotti's book, a great book.
That's what
put us pretty much
into the reality where there's something that could come out of this.
I got to ask you, what is your mom doing betting on these hockey games, football games.
Can I tell you the truth? She don't know, but I'm the one paying. When's it gonna end? She's gonna get thrown out of this joint. Then where's she going? She gotta
having dates at the soda machine.
Oh no, that ain't gonna happen.
Hey.
I stopped one date. I don't know about these other ones.
You weren't in bed until 8:30. What's going on?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
stuff
no.
like that,
the
man.
nurse is a stool pigeon. She told me 9:30. I said, where were you for the hour? She won't let me know. I had to give her a cannoli to open her up.
This guy's bribing fucking old ladies. I mean,
Yeah.
he fucking bribes old ladies to get in my building, you cocksucker. I go in my house, he's in my house eating a banana, watching my Netflix.
And then, and then in the summer, forget about it. I gave the lady $10. She gave me the key to the pool. I'm laying by the pool. He's working construction.
Let's be real for a second, though. Where did you guys come up with this idea? Like, when did it click? That was like,
guys,
all right, we got something good here.
So Ed, this is like, honestly, so you know who Fatboy SSE is?
Sounds very familiar.
So
I'm not gonna
Fatboy
say that.
SSE is an Instagram comedian. He's a big fat guy. He's a black guy who is very good at what he does. He really is. He has like 3 million followers on Instagram.
Blew up.
He is famous off Instagram. He's rapping. He's doing movies now. He's doing it all.
He does. They pay him.
So
to
you know
do
what?
a
You know what?
career,
You know
go
what?
to different bars.
Hanging around with this
whatever.
guy. So hanging around with this guy, right? One day I said to myself, we needed to start making videos, right? Because of your stories and the way he is, right? So the first video we ever did, I wish we had it.
At the Italian
We had a fucking, listen, I wish we had it because it's one of the funniest videos I ever made, right? We had, you know those battery packs? Like the
ones you start cars with.
They charge your battery. You can put the clamps on them
yeah.
or whatever. So I told him to put the clamps on his nipples.
Shut up.
Right?
And we started it.
And we started it, and he went, right? And I shocked him. I
That was our
electrocuted him.
first
And
thing ever.
that was the
I
first
didn't know
video
what
we
social
ever
media
did.
was.
Right?
I didn't know what
and
it
then
was.
we just, then it became like me, like I'd flick his ear,
Well,
or
like-
I'd like scare him, and it just kind of like snowballed. And then basically, long story short, my other uncle, who's his cousin Brian Hoyle, was in Raybrook with John Jr.
Okay.
Right? They did 5 years together. So Brian was in Raybrook with John Jr., right? And he says to me, look, you know, John Gotti's a good friend of mine. He wrote this book. He's got a kid who's an MMA fighter, whatever. So then I start having conversation with John. I say, hey, listen, my uncle, he's on federal parole. You know, he sends his regards. He wants to say hello, but he can't because he's on federal parole, right? So he gets the message to his father, basically, and now my uncle's off federal parole. They finally can communicate with each other, and then he started to see the videos. He saw the video of Chicky in the nursing home, and then the ball started rolling.
Next
and
year we got the call, and John said,
Damien
send me
come
the
to
video
dinner
to put up on his site.
Yeah,
and
so
that's where it all
then he
started.
put the video. So then he put the video on his website, and then he asked us if we come sit down and have dinner with him. So we went to New York and we had a business dinner. And we can't talk about what happened at that business
Everything
dinner.
clicked, though. Let's just say that.
Everything clicked.
The dots were connected.
Yeah, the dots were connected, and dude, it's crazy because like how things work, and it's just.
Well, Chicky brings up, like, he was like, social media is a new thing for me. It's crazy how
It's still new for him. He still can't figure it out.
I do my best. What do you want me to say?
I mean, before, like, you know, when you came back and you.
Hey, by the way, you should put those glasses on. They look excellent. Dude, look at Evil Ed.
Evil Ed. Hey, he was coming to town. We had to rock the Gazelles. If we're rocking the Gazelles, we had Evil Ed rock the Gazelles. We had to get him a pair.
Prized possessions.
Hey, listen, guys. So, listen, we appreciate the love and support. Stay with us. Me, Chicky, we're gonna have our own thing. Stay with Evil Ed. He's gonna be doing the MMA stuff.
Huge. Did big favors for us.
I'm gonna be doing plenty of fucking media stuff with MMA fighters and stuff like that. He's gonna get to do some great.
Can I ask Chicky something?
Of course, you can ask him whatever you want.
I've seen you in some uncomfortable positions. Like when Damien brings an idea up, like say for instance the leprechaun thing. Like, are you you motherfucker?
Tell him about the day.
Tell him about the day. How does he convince you to do that?
You don't even convince me. You know why? Because I said, you know what? I'm thinking in my head.
Tell him about that day.
Okay,
it was
first
cold
of all,
as fuck.
listen to me.
Cold.
He picks me up. Okay, no, I'm sorry. He made me follow him. He didn't even pick me up. So we go to this place. He goes to 4 different locations. I go, Damien, the cops are going to pull up.
Aggravated.
I was so aggravated. It's a freezing day. It's starting to snow. We go 3 different locations. I go, Damien, you got us parking on the main highway. The cops are going to come, torture. So we finally go to a golf course in Springfield, Massachusetts. He has me walk down this incline.
You should have seen this hill. It was like a fucking...
This hill...
You guys got to record all of
Listen
this.
to me.
Not just the 1 minute.
I should have... You know what I said to him? It should have been recorded. I should have took a toboggan and went down the hill. Okay? Now, he wants me walking down this hill and he's laughing. I go, what are you laughing? I could break my ankles over here.
I
It
swear
seems
to
like
God.
torture for him.
So he's holding the rail. So he's holding the rail.
Did you see me in the backseat of my car getting the stuff on?
I saw you.
And
Really
I didn't even know it was
irritated.
recorded. And I go,
Really irritated.
our other partner's sleeping. You're laughing, and I'm the jerk off. And we laugh, but he was filming it.
So then finally
It
we
is
get
what
down
it
the
is.
hill. We do the leprechaun video. And that's another thing. So we
You're
have
torturing your uncle.
Yeah,
You know that,
it's
right?
fucking great. I love it.
But you know
It's
what?
like-
We be doing it anyways. Without being recorded, that stuff goes on every
That's what I'm
day
saying, like-
with us.
Like
You
right
know-
now, my cheeks hurt just from thinking about that clip.
Yeah.
Like that's what life's all about. Let's be real.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day,
Come
like
on.
Laughter
these things
heals
doesn't
people,
matter.
man. It heals people, man. Like, what is better than laughter, dude? When I'm in a bad mood, bro, I go back and watch our videos and I laugh at
Can
memories
I
that
ask
we
you guys
have.
something? Like,
Yeah.
who were some of the people that you guys looked up to when it came to comedy and stuff like that? Like, or is this just like all natural? Is this how you guys really are?
There's a guy in the industry right now that I would love to work with someday and do a video with, and hopefully someday that he hears this.
Oh, we went and seen him at Hookie Live.
Vic DiBenedetto.
Vic DiBenedetto.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
We've seen him a bunch of times. He's a Jersey guy. He lives in. Wait, no, he's from Brooklyn actually, but I think he might live in New Jersey. Anyway, Vic DiBenedetto.
We went and seen him.
DiBenedetto, or whatever, however they spell it.
DiBenedetto.
He's the guy who fucking, where's my coffee? He's a fucking Italian guy. He's hilarious. He's so fucking funny. We've seen him twice live comedy shows. We love the guy. A guy I loved growing up was Andrew Dice Clay. One of the original Italian comics.
Unbelievable.
Who was, and I've seen him live too. I
got to put a shout out, Rip.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Sam Kinison. Another
They were
guy.
rivals.
Hey, another guy. Rest in peace. I loved him to death. Was who's the guy from
Chris
Saturday Night
Farley.
Live? Chris Farley was
Chris
my
Farley.
all-time
Who was the
favorite
video?
guy.
What was the video when he's
No, when he's
when
going
like
to
this?
Chippendales? No. But the Chippendales, when he goes against Patrick Swayze for the contest, and Patrick Swayze goes, man, I think you got it. And he goes, no, man, I think you got it. And then it's so funny.
And how about
tryouts?
Oh,
For
it's
the
the
tryouts.
funniest thing. I died. I
Guys,
cried.
we cannot forget Will Ferrell. More
Oh,
cowbell.
Will Ferrell.
He's doing a podcast now as Anchorman. As whatever his character.
And we have, the
Hilarious.
thing is, we have characters for Chicky. We have Chicky the Pimp.
Yeah.
We got the Leprechaun.
I saw
now.
at Goodwill. Right?
Sachi.
We got Sachi, who's a
Gay
gay
designer in New York.
from New York City.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of different things.
Oh, we
coming.
got things coming up. You're gonna
And
die.
It's gonna be great.
See, I think you guys should incorporate that into the
We're
podcast.
gonna have different guests. Like
you guys should do like a segment where it's like Chicky the Pimp's.
Oh
yeah. That would be
On
great.
where to get the best clothes
Yeah.
for his bitches.
That would be great.
And
That
I
would
gotta
be
tell,
great.
and I gotta tell a funny story because we're live on air right now. But this is gonna be huge. So I have a friend. I can't say his name, okay? Who is in New York? He's a friend of a friend. He's a New York wise guy, right? And without getting into it, he was part of like the Colombo War back in the day with Carmo Persico, and he's a Colombo guy, okay? And he's one of the funniest fucking guys. A friend of mine showed me videos of this guy, right? And he's like one of those guys where he's a real life like Joe Pesci, but he like lived a life where he's fucking nuts. He's just out of his mind, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call the guy Lenny, okay? And we're gonna have life lessons with Lenny. Right?
Yes.
So it's gonna be me and Chicky are gonna be doing there in the middle of a podcast, and we're gonna say, hey, what the fuck would Lenny say?
And we
Let's
call-
get a
and
life
we would
open-
call him.
Are you guys open to answering like fan questions? Like people asking
Absolutely.
questions.
Absolutely. We want
So
that.
then when we get Lenny on the phone, right, with a situation like Michael Jackson,
Oh,
he's
Lenny,
gonna
what do you
go
think?
crazy.
Yeah.
He's gonna go like, listen, what I think about Michael Jackson is this, and
Yeah.
he's gonna go fucking nuts, and it's gonna be
gonna be
fucking
huge.
hilarious.
It's gonna
You
be
know what
huge.
you guys should do is like your top 3 favorite Italian gangster movies. Stuff like that, like movie reviews and stuff like that. There's an unlimited idea.
Oh, listen. So my all-time favorite gangster movie is Goodfellas, hands down. That's my number one.
Wow.
What do you think's the most realistic gangster movie?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
I would say Goodfellas because
In the day,
based
back
on
in the
true
day, I
story.
got to go Godfather
Henry Hill.
1 and 2.
I would
back
say
in the
I would
day.
say Goodfellas, and this is my reason why. I
In
think
this day.
Goodfellas. I think Goodfellas shows you every piece of the way that organized crime really is. It shows you the glamour. It shows you the
How about Casino?
But then it shows
How about
you,
Casino?
It shows you the treachery.
Well, what about
Because
the
it shows-
intro? The intro when he's a young kid running away from blowing that car up. And you realize
yes.
that the choices that he's making is going to end him up in a
Yes.
fiery.
But
Yeah,
not only that, it shows you that like in that life, people don't wear 2 faces; they wear 12 faces.
Can I tell you something? I went to a meeting where you had the actor who played Henry Hill.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. And then there was the real Henry Hill there. Nobody went up to Henry Hill to talk to him.
No, they're going to Ray Liotta.
Because he's a rat. He was a rat. And people, listen, here's my thing, right? If you're going to get yourself involved in something, do the time like a man. Be a man. Don't, you know, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going, you don't want to go to prison. Well, hey, then, maybe you shouldn't have been a gangster. You know what I'm saying? If you
Shouldn't have lived a life. Shouldn't have got the spoils.
Then, you know what? Then do your time like a man. Be a gangster and go through with it. Like John Gotti was a man's man. He lived and died and went to prison.
A life.
He lived it. You know, like he like what was the saying he said?
They will never break me.
They'll never break me, because at the end, right? This is a true story. At the end, when John Gotti was dying, he was dying. It was on part of the documentary. It was an unbelievable documentary on A&E. Gotti, father and son.
Yep.
Peter Gotti talks about when his brother, John Jr., was in prison. He couldn't see his father, right? And they had him in a medical facility because he was dying. So Peter flew there to look after his father. Now, his father's ailing. He's dying. He's got throat cancer. He's skinny. He's frail.
Half his jaw cut
The
off.
fucking... The priest comes in to read him his last rites. And he goes like this to the priest, right?
He goes like, what?
He goes like this.
For the people
Waves
not-
him off.
To shoo the
listen to
priest.
audio.
Right.
Yeah, to shoo the priest,
Shoos him
basically,
off.
right?
Waves him off.
Shoos him like I don't want you here
Yeah,
with me right
yeah.
now. I'm with my son, right?
Yeah.
But then
So
Peter
his son
says,
was like, Peter was like,
"Why are you? What are you
flabbergasted.
doing?
Like he's like, Peter's like,
What are you
come
doing?
on,
These are
Dad,
the
like
last
Dad,
rites.
like
This is
Dad,
it.
like come on, man,
Right,
like
right.
what the fuck, you know?
It-
Like,
you can go. It's okay to go.
yeah, but and then he was so tough at the end, and then he winked at Peter. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
fucking winked at him.
And
I'm
he goes,
dude,
the
how do
longer
you
I
not-
no wait, and then he goes, the longer I stay alive, the more money I cost the government.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Like, and it's
Come
just
on.
like, how do you
If that ain't a lag of the Mohegans, the last of the Mohegans,
dude,
what
how
is?
how do you not fucking respect that? Like, he
Come
fucking
on.
stuck it to him every chance he got, dude. Like, and then John Jr. walking away from the life, man. That takes big fucking balls, dude. And he did it a man's man, honorable.
Let me ask you guys something. What did you think about the Gotti movie that Travolta did?
So I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked the original one with Armin Asante.
I
much
think
better. But-
John Gotti did John Travolta did a great job, but at that time, I think at the time, because Armin Asante obviously got older in the
Yeah.
10 years, or maybe 15 years since HBO.
Yeah.
But I think at the time, Armin Asante played an incredible John Gotti. Incredible.
Listen, it speaks
I think.
volumes. It speaks volumes that John Travolta played John Gotti.
Oh, 100%.
Regardless of what you think about the
100%.
movie, you can be a hater all you want.
No,
John
he
Travolta
did a
is
great
one of
job.
the greatest actors ever. Ever. He's a legend.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, he had
Even Victoria said,
Yeah.
you know, you guys did an amazing job playing my father. And
Oh,
I forgot the
absolutely.
woman's name that played Gotti's wife.
That
But she
was
said,
John Travolta's
"Nailed it."
wife.
That was John Travolta's
Was
wife.
it really?
Yeah, his real wife in real life.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
listen. Did I love
I
the
forgot her
movie?
name.
Did I love the movie? No. Did I like it? Yeah. Do I
Yeah.
own it? Yes, I do.
Yes, me too.
Because like it's almost like a
What did it
documentary.
represent? Like, what did it represent for
It
people out there that didn't know
represented
who Gotti was?
it represented really what I think John Gotti Jr. wanted to get was the story of basically him going to his father, like how hard that was.
And he has a book, right?
Yeah,
In
the shadow of my father.
Yeah.
And, you know, imagine being in a life, right, where you loved it at the beginning and then you start to see the treachery. You go to prison, you're fighting for your life. Like, he was literally fighting for his life. Federal case after federal case, he was fighting with the federal government.
You're talking about Junior when he took over?
Yeah. You know what was amazing to me?
And at one point, he's getting ready to come home, and then they try to slap him with another case.
Just like his father told him. Just like his father told him.
I want to say rest in peace to Charlie Canarsie, who was a great lawyer. I got my pleasure to meet him at John III's fight in New York.
Yeah.
He passed away to cancer, and my sincerest condolences go out to his family. But what a beautiful man. I mean, he literally saved John Gotti and brought the facts to light.
Also, this week was the anniversary of Gotti's son who passed away.
Exactly, Frankie Gotti. Gotti.
And I made a copy on Chicky the Guinea 413. I can't even imagine losing a kid.
Let me tell you about a tough family. Imagine going through all that stuff. That's a tough family. So, like, with that being said, man, we have the utmost respect for the Gotti family, and they've treated us like family.
With that being said, though, what does this mean for the legacy of John Gotti III being an MMA fighter and what that represents?
Listen, you know what?
How amazing would it be to see him in the octagon?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And you know what?
And I'm not just saying it because I'm biased. The kid is.
It's going to happen.
ESPN.
It's going to happen.
Definitely.
And let me tell you something. And I'm just saying, this is from my point of view. You know why I respect this kid so much? The kid hits like a train. Damien's been in that business for a long time.
Dynamite.
He hits, you know it, okay?
He's coming off a 6.
Listen, I was a puncher.
And I'm going to be honest with you.
I didn't knock many people out in the ring because I liked to grapple. I was a grappler. I always wanted to prove that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the #1 self-defense art. As I can see. I got the great Grandmaster Helio Gracie. Shout out to my friend Hoist Gracie, Enzo Gracie out there.
Enzo listens to Pure Evil MMA.
Wow,
that's awesome.
Damien
but with that being said, at me being a puncher, I respect John Gotti III's punching power tremendously. But more importantly, what I'm impressed about the kid is he don't fucking drink. He don't fucking go around.
We went out to dinner last December. He didn't even come to dinner because he was training. Can you imagine that?
He doesn't fucking care about broads. He doesn't care about none of that.
Nope.
And he is extremely dedicated to his craft. He works hard. How can you not respect that?
There's a lot on the line for him right now. Like, he has a huge career ahead of him where he can separate himself from, like, imagine being him growing up, like, in our era when 50 Cent was big and stuff like that, where they were really, showing that, Goodfellas and stuff like that. He's doing something different right now.
Or better yet, imagine being him growing up and not knowing if the feds are going to come and kick my door in because they're going to take my father away, which they did. And how hard that must have been as a kid.
Let me bring another thing to light. Can I bring another thing to light? Here's a kid who, let's all face reality. The Gottis have money. God bless them. Okay. But here's a kid could have done anything he wanted to. His father would have put, if he said, Dad, I want to open a string of restaurants, he would have done it.
Yeah.
Dad, I want to own real estate, he would have been in real estate. Anything. He chose to go into the octagon and fight. That's what he chose to do.
But you know why?
Wait, let me tell you. Let me finish 1 second. What my big thing with respect to him is, he's building a legend on his own terms. He's not following this one or that one. He's doing what John Gotti III wants to do. And I got a big shout out for somebody else. His sister, Gianna, plays for Bridgeport basketball.
I saw that.
And she's killer. We went and seen her play. She's hitting 3-pointers like he's knocking out people. You got to give credit to her. You got to give credit. And I'm not. It is what it is. Take it as you want.
With that being said, I want to touch a little bit more on the whole, like, he could have did whatever he wanted to do. Listen, I know I was a fighter. You have to have heart to be a fighter. It's hard. You have to be.
There's no promises.
You have to have heart to be a fighter. Either you're a fighter or you're not a fighter. So with that being said, the kid's a fighter, and I'm just super excited. So I'm just going to give one more shout out, and we'll wrap this thing up.
Well, he's got an upcoming fight. Let's shout that out.
We're going to shout out
May 31st, Hartford's Convention Center.
At the end of this month, next week actually, next Friday, CES MMA invades Hartford, Connecticut at the Hartford Convention Center.
It's going to be killer.
I want to shout out Jimmy Birchfield and Jimmy Birchfield Jr., the Birchfields.
I just met them.
And they're great.
They've been in the
great
business,
guys.
boxing business, how long? 56, 55 years?
Jimmy Birchfield Sr. has been in the boxing business over 50 years, I'd
Wow.
say. Over 50 years. He's a legend in
You were
boxing.
close. I mean, you knew
yeah,
him well.
I fought for CES 3 times. And so we'll be in the house, CES MMA, next
Week from Friday.
Next Friday.
29th.
And then John Gotti III fights, when is it, May?
May 31st, Friday night, Hartford Civic Convention Center.
May 31st.
Downtown Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford Convention Center for CES as well. And I want to say thank you for subscribing to our channel. We have big things to come.
Huge.
And we want to thank Evil Ed for coming out.
I got 2 minutes left. I just want to give a quick preview before we leave, before we end this, and before I got to hit the road. What can people expect in the next couple of weeks with your guys' podcast? Like, what do you guys got planned? What do you guys want to do?
Hey, listen, what you can expect is a lot of insanity.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
looking
loving
at
it.
two
I'm
fucking
loving every
insane
second.
guys, right, that have fucking the wackiest minds you're ever gonna fucking see. My mind never rests. So it's gonna be when you think it's gonna hit one corner, it's gonna hit another. So, and with this guy, forget it. It's just gonna be, you're never gonna know what's
And without
gonna
mentioning names, we're going to have some guests on. They're going to make your head spin right around like The Exorcist. But we ain't going to get into that right now. But we're going to have some guests on that are just going to blow it out of the
This is
water.
gonna be a huge show, guys. I'm telling you, I can sense
Thank
it.
you,
Like
thank you.
I've talked with a lot of people that run shows. I've talked with people that do big shows, and even those big shows don't entertain me as much as I think they should. You guys are doing an amazing thing, and I'm really looking forward to everything blooming. Now, last but not least, I gotta wrap this up. I gotta hit the road. I gotta pick up my little sister. So let's end it here. Where can people find your show? YouTube, iTunes.
Right
YouTube,
now,
Instagram. Where can people find you?
Right
guys?
now, you guys can find us on Instagram, and more importantly, just go to DamienandChicky.com. Okay, and also I want to give a huge shout out to Chris Casparosa.
Absolutely.
Chris Casparosa.
Nothing of this would be possible without him.
Nothing would be possible without Chris Casparosa. He's a writer, director,
Journalist,
He
producer.
wrote an unbelievable book, By the Gun.
Check that out.
Gun and Loyalty. What is it called? This
Yeah.
book. He gave it to me. Anyway, Chris Casparosa.
The link will be down below. I'll put it
yeah,
down below for
yeah.
everybody.
Huge.
Chris Casparosa. Go follow him on Instagram. Just type in Chris Casparosa.
Witzek Mafia's coming up. He's a producer with that.
gotta wrap this
with
up.
John Gotti Jr. We're going to wrap it up. Guys, a lot of big things happening. Thank you so much to Evil Ed MMA, Pure Evil, Damien, my partner, Chicky
I
the
love this
Guinea.
guy right here.
Peace.
Let these guys know what you guys want to see on their show. What would entertain you guys? Let us know down below in the comment section, or make sure to follow them on Instagram. Damien, what's your Instagram? Chicky, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is GGGIGI_MOCCIA_413, and Chicky's is Chicky CHICKY the
THE
Guinea GINNI
I-413, all small letters, no
all
breaks.
one thing. But it doesn't matter. Go to DamienandChicky.com. It'll take you right to the YouTube link. And thank you so much, guys.
So simple. All the links are down below, guys. Behave yourselves. Remember, without evil, there's no purity.
Peace.
That was great. That was fucking awesome.
That was great.
Is that
Guys,
awesome?
I want to come back. I
I hope so.
Hey,
And we'll be a lot more organized.
That was really
Thank you,
fucking
pal.
good.
Dude, that was good.
That was great. That's going to be awesome. How the
That was
fuck?
good.
I mean, we're just being ourselves. He's being himself.
Honestly. Chicky,
Here we go again.
are
Jerk
you
off.
fucking ready?
Don't worry, I was born ready, jerk off.
We're ready. We're about to be live on the air.
I'm
I
ready,
need to
baby.
clear her up.
Bring it on. Ow, you fuck. Stop with the fucking ear. I ain't fooling around now.
Hey, listen. I'm here with Chicky the Guinea. 413.
Now I'm here with
you
jerk off Damien
cocksuckers.
torturing the shit out of me. You ready to go live?
I'm fucking ready. I was born ready.
Let's kill it.
Hey, listen. Go fuck your mother.
Ah, it hurts.
Guys, welcome to the live Chicky and Damien. Wait, whoa. I fucked it up.
Oh,
What is it?
that's
What is it? Tell me what it
that's
is.
really in your head.
No, tell me what it is.
DamienandChicky.com, baby.
Chicky, are you still awake?
Let's do this shit. We're ready to go live. Let's do it.
What?
Enough with the bullshit. Let's go live. I'm waiting.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Go fuck yourself.
Gazelles, Pure Evil Ed's gonna rock the Gazelles.
We just